In this quick video, we'll show you how to edit the text inside these boxes on the left in the header, and then also the specific, these are links inside the box, and it's also content. And we'll show you how this works with using the styles editor inside Pinnacle Cart. So once you're inside your cart editor, we can right click on inside this header area by categories by the title there, and we're given three different options. One is to edit the visual properties, edit the source code, or remove this box entirely. And if you've got a developer working on your site, they can appreciate the edit source mode, where they're able to look at the Smarty template text code that makes up this specific box and what it renders, and they can pull that out in a Dreamweaver and tinker with it wherever they want. For most of us, we want to be dealing with the edit visual properties, so we're not having to look at source code. And what this does is this pulls up a user interface that allows us to interact with what they call the CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, which define what everything looks like inside your site. So it's the style for the box header. We've got the family, color, font style, size, weight, decoration of links. We've got an alignment. We've got a background. So the style of how all this stuff looks, we can come in and edit the box content, the links. We can even go to every little different area within our website, to the checkout pages, the box header, these kinds of things, and what those look like. So it's a pretty robust interface. And we'll go through a couple of these things, but the principles applied in one area apply throughout the entire user interface here when you're dealing with this styles editor. So when we're dealing with the box header, there's certain styles that we can apply to that are actually going to, or I should say in the box content area, if we say in the box content area, make all the links underlined, and we hit save, it's going to make all these links underlined because these are also box content. If we go to the link styles and then we said, we don't want our link styles, we don't want them to be underlined, and we hit none, you'll notice that they remain underlined. Well, that's because in box content, we're also telling it to underline the links as well. So we need to be mindful of when you're setting link style. So here's another thing as well. When we set that link style to none, let's undo that and save it. So now none of our links are underlined. So in the box content, decoration is none for links, and in link styles, decoration is none. If we set the link style to be underlined and we hit save, you'll notice that it underlined it. So there's a couple of places that will affect the underlining of links and how they are presented. So just be mindful of that when you're dealing with box content and link styles, that they're two separate things, and you want to make sure that one isn't overriding the other, obviously. So again, just be mindful of that. So if we want to change the size of this text up here in our header, this header category, we need to go to box header, and then we can add a pixel size to this, so we can say 20 pixels and hit save, and it'll really increase that font size. We want to go back down to 18, let's say. So that's how you real quickly can change and preview what you're looking at here. Let's put that back down to 14. We can save, and now it matches everything else. So again, the principles that you're looking at in here when we're applying these and how we edit the way that this looks and renders to our users is the same for every box. So if we were to save out of this and hit close and then right click up here in the manufacturers and go to edit visual properties, the only change you're going to see is that we're in the manufacturer's box header, and all this stuff is the same. So pretty self-explanatory, it's straightforward stuff. In the bestsellers box, again, you have the box header, box content, and link styles, so you can really style each individual box to match the overall design of your website, which is a really flexible feature for the administrator or the owner of the site. If you don't have a web developer building your site for you, this is a really easy interface to work with and experiment with as well. So as we're hitting save, none of these changes are going live to our website. Again, remember that. We didn't just, when we save something, we're getting a preview mode back here. So when we save it to preview, that's a great thing. We can jump in and see what it's going to look like real quickly before we push it live. So once we save something and hit close, we need to then come down here and hit save in the bottom right hand corner, and we can just say, you know what, make that change site-wide and apply it to all pages, or we can simply select the pages that we want it to make those changes to, right? So we can have a couple of different options here as to where we want our changes to be applied, which again is a really slick feature inside Pinnacle Cart. So I hope that was helpful in just kind of explaining some of the overarching principles around that styles editor when you're editing your boxes and your overall website. Thanks.